Some good news. America has made a discovery of rare earth minerals. America's $8.4 billion breakthrough. Scientists reveal a massive rare earth element reserve. The story doesn't quite do it justice. It's actually a lot more than that. Let's get a little into it. Researchers from the University of Texas Austin have identified a staggering $8.4 billion worth of rare earth elements locked within the country's coal ash deposits. This revelation, published in the International Journal of Coal Science and Technology, could reshape America's approach to critical mineral sourcing and lessen its reliance on imports. 75% of our rare earth minerals right now come from China. And as you know, in regards to the Ukraine war, part of the ceasefire agreement is that the United States will take ownership of a vast majority of the rare earth minerals there, and this is clearly a sticking point for Ukraine, and understandably so. But if the United States can limit its reliance on foreign imported rare earth elements, this would be a great thing. Now, like I said, that headline here, and I'm just going to go back to it, because it is a good headline. America's $8.4 billion breakthrough. Also kind of reveals that the person doing this story didn't quite dig deep enough, because it's actually $97 billion. Most of the ash is located in landfills associated with power plants with Appalachian, $4.9 billion, and we'll run through the number, including Y and SC increases total accessible and extractable value to $97 billion. This analysis does not include the value of the remaining 30% of accounted for ash from other basins, including significant amount of lignite ash in the Fort Union and Gulf Coast states, where lignite represents 96% and 27% respectively of total power plant ash in those regions. And this is coming from the coal industry itself. International Journal of Coal Science and Technology, coal ash research potential for rare earth element production in the United States. This was published 17 September 2024. You can download the PDF, and of course I will link this in the description. And this goes through, and this is a fascinating report, by the way. It really is quite fascinating. This shows the major coal deposits by region in the United States. Fascinating map. The kind of coal that has been produced since 1840. Coal consumption, what it's been used for. Coke, transportation, residential, obviously electric power. This shows power generation by source from 2008 to 2020. And you can see a large increase in wind and other means. However, coal is still one of the primary drivers. Natural gas has obviously become huge if you look. That might be the biggest change so far. But this is a fascinating report. Obviously, I'm going to link it. This is coal use in the power sector with ash generation, U.S. production, coal ash disposition, coal ash deposit, accessibility. This is by region, estimated coal ash production by U.S. region by basin. Concentration ratios in coal ash delivered from Appalachian Powder River. Estimated rare earth element value in ash. Implications for future work. Conclusions. And obviously it goes through table of contents, references. This is obviously a very, very well-sourced document that if you have any interest in where the power is generated in the United States, how it's generated in the United States, and the rare earth minerals that are going to be taken from the coal ash, and we clearly have a lot of coal ash, like it says in here, $97 billion. The story doesn't quite do it the justice that it should, but $97 billion. There it is. Now, obviously, that is just a drop in the ocean from what we need as a country. However, it does limit our need to have potential adversary countries such as China and Russia controlling our means of acquisition as far as rare earth elements. The more we can source here in the United States, the better. And the more we can source from pollution, coal ash just sits around in landfills and in ponds and is essentially a pollutant. If we can refine a pollutant, restore some of Mother's beauty, if we can restore some of nature, get the rare earth elements we need, reduce our reliance on China, Russia, Ukraine, other nations that are going to be adversarial to us in the future, so much the better. So much the better. And that's going to be in American jobs. Because I don't see us sourcing this out to any other country. Putting it on a ship, piloting it out, having it come back on a ship as a refined product like we do with so many other things. Hence the tariffs. So a great breakthrough in mineral science. Potential rare earth element production in the United States via coal ash, a waste product from our coal industry. And this could change so many things around the world. This could be world-changing. How many other countries have coal ash all over the place? Some of which will have higher deposits of rare earth minerals than what we have in some of ours. Because as it says in the story here, certain regions have certain quantities of rare earth minerals in their coal ash. Certain quantities, certain areas don't. Certain areas have different types of rare earth elements. Other ones don't. Some is easier to extract because of calcium deposits. I was reading that specifically out of one of the basins. The other ones don't. As technology evolves, it looks like that our rare earth element problem, science is going to be solving most of that. Lessening our dependence on other nations for rare earth elements is of strategic value to the United States, economically, commercially, and militarily. So this is good news. This is good news. We get to clean up a little bit of our mess from the past and create the elements of the future. What could be better? I really appreciate you coming in. I hope you liked the story. If you did, hit like, maybe share it with a friend, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.